Right, hi lads and lasses, and welcome to Darts Coaching with Dynamite Dave. This is number 2 of the practice sessions. What we've done is we've continued on from the other one. I've had 1 or 2 people ask me, you know how you get, I do mention this every now and again, you get the detractors and what have you, and they say, oh, it's all edited, it's this, it's that, it's the other. And you usually get these idiots on Twitter and places like that, and sometimes down the local pub, but very rarely, not people who know me. So what I've done right at the beginning of this, so straight after this, we'll phase from this into the next one. You've got about 5 visits where I've placed the camera so you can see me walking right back to the board, right forward to the board, and I've got the camera zoomed in from behind me, where if you look at the back of me on the, on my normal videos, you'll see where the TV is on the set of drawers. I've put the camera up on there, zoomed it into the treble 20. I've put the camera directly in front of me underneath the board so you can see exactly how I'm throwing and what have you, and it's totally unedited. I turned my phone off for 5 minutes because this is the only reason why I edit some of the videos. Well, I have to edit them all, to be honest with you, because the phone literally doesn't stop ringing all day now. It's either that or messages, emails. Not that I'm complaining, because I'm not, because I absolutely love it, as I've told you. So if you contact me, that's fine, no problem at all. Don't want you to stop doing that. Absolutely love it. But obviously that means that if my phone goes and what have you, I've got to go away and answer it, or if somebody messages me and I'm in the middle of a conversation, I just can't sort of like ignore them. I find it very difficult. So what I've done is, just for the beginning of this, the first like 2 or 3 minutes, I purely made sure that you can see all of me while I'm throwing it, so you can see all of me while I'm throwing, and you can see the results. So here we go, let's go over there right now, shall we? Right, so we'll get an alarm now, and it's time for the physio. Let's have a bit of a chuck then, shall we? Certainly is. 180. Oh, 180! 2 in 3 visits. $140. Totally live filming this, lads and lasses, totally live filming. $140, and again. 85. Bit of a drop off there. Bit of a drop off. Right, one more visit. Oh, 85 again. Well, that shows what I've had there, about 6 visits, something like that. 2 180s, 2 140s. That's the sort of standard you've got to play to. So, just thought I'd tag that in the bit of a practice one. Right, so there you go. Right, so here we are for part 2 of the practice session. You'll have seen the first part in the last video, and this is the continuation of it. We've just done round the board, we've done doubling down, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do some bullseyes, which is another way of warming up, which is good, but obviously the bull and the outer bull is something that you can use to good effect. Right, so now we've had a couple of visits to warm up again after the break. What we'll do is we'll get straight back into it now, and we'll do a couple of 5 or 6 visits for bullseyes to start off with, just to get the arm going again properly, because as I said last time, it never starts off perfect. It takes a bit of warming up. We're starting to get there now. That's 2. Right, so we've had a bit of a chuck at the bull now, done a few bulls. So what we're going to do now is go on to a double that everybody loves to hate, which is double one. They call it Madhouse. And the correct way to go for Madhouse. Correct way to go for Madhouse is the outside wire at the top. Go for the outside wire, and if you pitch one just on the outside, then you've got the ability then to just throw the dart at the other dart, and you might get a deflection, and you might just get it that tiny little bit lower for it to go in. Just use it as a marker. First chuck there was just getting the pitching distance, and then as you could see on the second one, it was 1 in, 1 out and 1 in. There we go. That's 1 underneath and 2 in. So that's the same sort of principle as what you'd use at the bottom of the board, obviously, If you go in for madhouse when you've hit the first one on the inside, then you've cabbaged it, but it's just one of them. Just nice to practice, get used to actually the pitch for the double one. So it don't matter if you go on the inside. If you go on the inside, just pitch the other one over the top, pitch the other one over the top, get the feel for that hopefully. Then you start hitting the doubles. If you pitch it a little bit too high, use that as a marker. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go on to chucking for the odd ones. These are for the doubles that you're very rarely ever going to go for, but you must practice them. And again, all it is your grouping. Doesn't matter which one it is. So the first odd one that we'll go for is double 13. Not something that comes up it will only come up every now and again. But it's the same as everything. All you're doing is just throwing it towards the 13 and just getting, there you go, getting your pitch right and your direction right, and then your grouping does the rest for you. That the first one was just outside the wire and then 2 in. Now another one that everybody loves to hate is double 7. So what we'll do is we'll have a go for double 7, and it's exactly the same thing, it's just a matter of tilting your body down a little bit. And this is where your practice comes in. As you're practicing is where you will get, so like me, I instantly go to the right place where I need to dip to keep the throw the same, to throw it at the lower numbers as it does when I'm throwing it at the 60. That is like muscle memory. Once you've worked out where you need to be to throw it at that point, then your body will learn to go to that point every time, more and more fluidly. Ooh, just the one. Right, so the next one we'll go for is double 11. This is another one that people seem to struggle with, which is 11s and 6s. I find it alright because I think the bed's a lot, alright it's thin, but it's a lot longer. So you've got a bit more pitch discrepancy, if you like. But what I do is, if I'm going for it with my 3 hours, what I'll do is I'll move myself across the hockey. So it's very similar to throwing for the 60. Number 3 in. Boom, there you go. So it's 1 out and 2 in. Another one again, use the first one for the marker, second 2 in the bed. Just a little bit of an adjustment. Right, so now we've done a few of them so it doesn't drag on for hours and hours and hours. What we'll do is what we do at the end of every session, and what we'll do is we'll have a couple of legs, couple of 3 legs against the computer, and let's see how we do. Right, so I'm fairly good warmed up session earlier on, this session now, just got back into it. I've had a couple of hours off, so here we go, let's get back into it. It's always good to start off slow, nothing wrong with it, start off slow and build up. 140. No, it's not. It's 95. Ooh. $100. Try again, shall we? Oh! Chuck the last one away. There we go. So that's 66. Clickety click. Miles out with the last one there. Terrible. Yeah. Oh! 1 arrow. $100. This is why I have to do loads of editing. Can't get through. Right, phone keeps going off, so I've cut it to this point. We've come back again. I've had several messages. There we go, there it goes again. Right, what we're going to do now is go on, it's the end of the practice set for 4. $100. $100. Oh, 140. Can't win them all. Right, so that's 86. Creaky floorboards. Yeah, 2 arrows. That's a good thing with this app. Just press it and hold it, it cancels it on. Right. Ooh. 100. Not enough. Oh, 123. Yep. Dynamite with Dave way of finishing. Know where you're going, go where you know. Oh, not again. $140. Yep, 3 hours. See, Dynamite Dave way again. Right, I think we've done 3 legs now. So that's the end of the practice session for this go. Keep an eye out on the next video. Might be another one on that one. Don't want to do it all the time, obviously, because people might not particularly enjoy it. So that's for this one. Don't forget, perseverance is what you need. You've got to stick at it. If you want it to work, you've got to stick at it. Once you know that it's right and what you're doing is right, and you believe that what you're doing is right, it'll all come together. Totally okay.